Today's show is brought to you by GameFly. Go over to www.gamefly.com and sign up for a premium 30-day trial. That's one game out just for the Nerd Cave listeners.
Game flying.
Oh, you are. Yeah. What game are you flying in?
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. That's a hot one right now. All you have to do is go over to www.gameflyoffer.com/nerdcave and sign up for your free 30-day trial and one game out at a time. You could possibly get 2 games in that month. And I can tell you, I love me some GameFly. I've been a GameFly member for about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I used to be. I need to get back into it. Like I just got back into Loot Crate. I do need to get back into it because there are some games that I'm like, I want to play, but do I want to have the
That's
game?
the perfect way, because your money only goes so far.
You're right.
That dollar only stretches so far.
It's actually not very stretchable.
It is not very stretchable.
It'll rip and
It
tear.
will, yeah.
But as long as you have 50% of that dollar bill, or more than 50, you could turn it into a bank.
And then tape it.
You could put it in the ground.
And the worms will eat it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you might grow a money tree.
Not true.
No.
It's a seed. You got to put your seed in the ground.
No. You bury the bell bags so you can get a bell tree. Animal Crossing.
Anyway, guys, go over to gameflyoffer.com/nerdcave and get your 30-day free trial over at gamefly.com.
Hurrah!
So there you go, guys. Help us out. Support us over there. If you didn't know, my name is Zach Dykes, and I'm joined along with
Robbie Roll.
This is the Nerd Cave Podcast, episode 223.
223.
223.
It's a big number.
That's 3 numbers.
Next
So I
time
said
it'll
it's
be 224, so it's like 2 + 2 = 4.
Look at you mathing over there.
Math.
Yeah.
Arithmeticing.
So, each and every week, we sit here at this table.
Oh, Lord.
I had to do it. We sit here at this table, we talk about the nerdy news you need to know from movies, video games, comics, TV, all of the things.
Everything
that is nerdy, we talk about it here for your listening pleasure. And if you want to get these episodes early, all you have to do is go over to patreon.com/nerdcave. And if you support us at the $1 level, you actually get to see us record it live. All live. Nothing edited. No fancy
no
lower
strings
thirds
attached except for that $1.
Yeah, there's that one string attached. Or you can support us a little bit more, and with that $1, you also get access to a lot of things early.
Yeah.
But the podcast, to get all the edited and the nice versions, the clean cut into
Fresh and so clean.
lower thirds and all of that, all you have to do is support us at the $10 level. And the more you do that, the more we get to do here at the Nerd Cave. Right now, we're waiting on one more Patreon subscriber to support us, and we can start doing our awesome community game nights. So we're just waiting on that. So if you want to be that 10th subscriber, all you have to do, toss us a dollar, make us holler.
Yep.
And
I'll holler loud.
Yeah, he does holler loud. So guys, go over there and do that. If you don't have the money, though, don't feel bad. All you have to do is go over to youtube.com/nerdcave network and check out the podcast day by day, segment by segment, until Friday. We put it up on YouTube and podcast services around the world.
While you're at it, go ahead and like and subscribe and share those bad boys as well.
And rate. If you're over on any podcast services, go ahead and rate us. Give us 5 stars.
It helps.
We love them.
We do.
We love them. Be our apostles.
I'm going to name you all Paul.
Paul. So, let's get into the news.
Nitty gritty.
There's a lot of news going on.
There is.
As always, up first is TV. Arrow Season 6 will feature a 2-part Deathstroke episode. The upcoming 6th season of Arrow will turn its narrative focus on Deathstroke, providing the character with a 2-part episode that explores his backstory. After a prolonged absence, Oliver Queen's greatest enemy was brought back into the fold last season, proving that just how dire the situation with Prometheus was. Oliver joined forces with the man who made his life hell and killed his mother. Spoilers, by the way, if you missed season 2. And while the villain may be far from redemption, the help he lent Oliver will bring him back into the show's story. Collider sat down with Arrow's showrunner Mark Guggenheim for a lengthy discussion about the new season of the show, and at the end of their talk, the subjects of Slade emerged, with Guggenheim assuring that he'll be back this season. Even more exciting, Guggenheim announced that Deathstroke will be getting a 2-part episode complete with flashbacks. The episode in question will be 5 and 6 of the new season, meaning fans won't have to wait long. While Slade's time on the island with Oliver led him to opening up about his past a bit, there's still a lot we don't know about the Arrowverse version of Slade. Luckily, after all these years, that's going to change. The flashbacks will likely explore Slade's family, his military training, and the events that led him arriving on Lian-Yu with Billy Wintergreen. And thanks to the latest trailer for the Arrowverse, we've already seen glimpses of Deathstroke's return. So,
Deathstroke is one of our favorite characters on the show. We've noted this many times.
Put an arrow in his eye.
Put an arrow in his eye. And you finished it, right? You finished Arrow? No, not yet. Okay. No. Seeing him in that finale was amazing. Mm-hmm. You got to watch it. It's probably one of my favorite episodes of Arrow. But knowing that we're going to, kind of dive more into his story is something that's super exciting to me.
Well, with season 6 pretty much wrapping up Oliver's story from when he was on the island all the way back to season 1 when he got off the island, it's now going to be the showrunners exploring other characters' past. Yeah. We saw it a little bit with Diggle before, but I'm glad that they're doing something more with Slade. Slade's my favorite character out of the whole Arrow universe, other than Barry and Evil Reverse Flash. Harrison Wells. Harrison West Wells. Yeah. So I'm excited for this. It speaks a lot to what they're going to be trying to do with the show, and I can't wait till we get more of that. And him coming into the show at episode 5 and 6. Don't have to wait very long. That's 5 episodes in, 5 weeks in. So I'm looking forward to that. Now continuing on with some more CW shows. The Flash Season 4 promises epic emotional journey for Harrison Wells. Fans of The Flash never know what to expect when it comes to Harrison Wells, and Season 4 will take him on something of an emotional journey. Actor Tom Cavanaugh has introduced viewers to a number of different takes on Wells' character, with different iterations of a brilliant scientist arriving from far-flung corners of the multiverse. The tradition will continue with yet another version of Wells being introduced, but the new season will also feature the return of Earth 2's Harrison Harry Wells, and it sounds like his journey won't be an easy one. First season, we had Eobard Thawne
yes,
killing Earth 1's Harrison Wells, taking over his body. And then we had Earth 2, Harry. Then we had Earth, I don't know what number
87,
it was.
87, I'm guessing.
I don't know. It was HR. Drumstick enthusiast, HR. Totally different characters. Harry and Reverse Flash were more close than HR to the other one. So we saw more of Tom Cavanaugh's comedic value come out in last season.
HR.
In HR. So it's very interesting to see what we're going to get here.
Cowboy Wells.
Yeah, Cowboy. That's so awesome. I would have loved that. So if you haven't watched or if you don't remember, his daughter has become Jessie Quick. And she's the speedster that is keeping Earth 3 safe. And the whole reason why he's going on this journey is Harry, good old Harry, doesn't know what he wants to do with himself on Earth 2. So he travels on to Earth 1. And Tom Cavanaugh gives this little quote here. He's a genius and his daughter is safe. And she's the Flash on Earth 3. And he's the one of those people who's realizing that he doesn't have a life. So season 4 for Harry is really realizing what he's missing in life and what is the need to become a better, more complete person. And so he's going to be on a fairly epic emotional journey this season that is tied to the Thinker's plan. Now, the Thinker is the new villain for this season. And he's not a speedster.
He's not a speedster.
What do you think? What do you feel about that? Not having a speedster in this season.
I like it a lot. Mm-hmm. I think obviously, the Flash, he's going to have a lot of villains that are speedsters. Very flashy. No, I am super pumped that we're gonna kind of change the formula that we've seen, and what is it now? This is the 4th season.
Yeah, we've had three main villains that are speedsters.
And this one's going to change it up, and I think it's good because you don't want it to get stale. You don't want it to be every season, oh, Barry has to get faster. Barry has to get faster.
Well, that's what it felt like.
And that's what it has. It's been that way.
Mm-hmm. And only good writing and good character development has kept the story from being flat and stagnant.
And if you look at the story, a lot of it, like the main plot with the villains and everything, has been very boring after you had Reverse Flash, after you had Zoom. And
Savitar wasn't that good, in my opinion, compared to like the first 2 seasons.
Zoom was probably one of my favorites.
Zoom was really good. Like that first season.
The Reverse Flash,
first season.
It's hard to beat.
Oh my God, that was so good. Like it's hard to beat that. So I'm glad that they're going with a different angle on this, having the Thinker on there and making them like really utilize Harry Wells on this season. Like that's going to be kind of their, ace in the hole here, because the Thinker is a totally different kind of villain. He's not gonna be like, oh, you have to catch me. Like he's going to be like, he's going to be awesome.
He's going to have plans. I think he's going to use a lot of different metas to throw at him. I mean, sky's the limit as to what can happen in the show.
Yeah. Sky is the limit. What if he makes Barry fly?
I don't think Barry can fly. I mean, he could always do the tornado thing, but that's about it.
Remember there was a tornado guy in the Justice Friends, where like a black uniform had it wasn't Shazam.
It wasn't Red Tornado.
No, it wasn't Red Tornado. It was a black character. I don't know if it was Black Lightning. I don't really know. He was very interesting, but Allie's going to pull it up. It is tornado character. I love.
This guy?
No.
El Tornado.
No, he's oh well.
Wait, when you said he's black, do you mean like black outfit or as in like African American?
He's African American. Okay. He's African American, and it's like a dark blue, blackish
I know
outfit.
who you're talking to.
Like it's old school.
Yeah.
Like it's old school stuff. But I love that character. He was always interesting to me. But that has nothing to do with the Flash. Just letting y'all know that. So it is Black Lightning, maybe. He's in that second picture. He's in the second picture. That's him.
Black Vulcan.
Black Vulcan.
There you go.
Here, I'll pull the better picture.
There you go. Black Vulcan. See?
Which has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Nothing to do, but he has lightning and... See,
this is my favorite picture of him on here.
Like he would throw... Do we have any of that set up?
Yeah, I set it up last week.
There you go. So there you go. Black Vulcan. I wonder who would be better, with the Night King as a javelin thrower or Black Vulcan as a javelin?
I'm going to say the Night King. I have to say the Night King.
Man, not going to get on Game of Thrones today.
No, we can't. We got to move on.
Got to move on. Star Wars news. Mark Hamill wants to play an evil Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill was hoping to play Skywalker's evil twin in Star Wars The Last Jedi. Hamill has been known as the main man behind Luke Skywalker for 40 years. After playing the Golden Boy hero in the original Star Wars trilogy, Hamill continued to work steadily both in voiceover and on screen. No matter what other roles he played, however, he was always recognized as the farm boy who became Jedi Knight.
Yep.
But Hamill's return to Star Wars was not exactly what people expected. Remember, we got a lot of Han, we got a lot of Leia, got a lot of Chewie, and then
3 seconds.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Very stoic.
Yeah, just like, what are you doing on my lawn? And that was like,
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Like, that was Luke. Recently, Hamill spoke to Empire about the story he wanted to play in Star Wars The Last Jedi. While the magazine will not be out until tomorrow, we've got an inside scoop from this thing right here. Oh, baby! Would I love to play my own evil twin? It'd be great because you maybe not reveal it's evil Luke until the real Luke shows up. We could watch this guy undermine the good guys secretly and maybe even kill a supporting character out of everyone's eyesight so they all go, what's going on? He's crazy. And then, of course, the good Luke shows up.
I mean, we have seen stuff like this in the Star Wars universe.
The Last Command and Thrawn's trilogy, there was a Luke Skywalker clone. Cbioth created a clone of Luke Skywalker, and they fought. And then even Leia fought Luke, the evil clone Luke.
Yeah.
And Mara Jade fought evil clone Luke. It was very interesting.
It was.
Very
interesting.
It could happen. It would be... of course, if they're talking about it, it's not in the story, but I think it would be a very interesting take on it.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't take out the fact of Luke might actually want to get rid of the Jedi Order, because he's like, the Jedi must end in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't think he's evil, though.
I don't either.
I don't think he's evil.
No.
He's wearing all that white robe stuff, and then, like, Last Jedi start coming out, I'll be like, oh, he's wearing dark robes. Well, maybe he's on a stealth mission. You ever think about that?
True.
Maybe he's on a stealth mission.
I don't think he's evil. I think he's just jaded after years of...
Because he didn't get Mara Jade.
Well, that. Mara Jaded. Ah!
Ew.
No, I meant like he's jaded from that.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't think he's evil. I really don't.
No.
I don't either.
I don't... Especially since Disney took it over, I don't see them turning such an iconic character into like an evil character.
That would be a huge step.
They'd have to do it absolutely perfectly, otherwise it would completely fall flat and people would be really upset about it.
Well, and we already have the bad guy. We have Snoke. He looks evil. Like he's like the personification of what an evil guy would look like. Yeah. And having
he has a scar.
Another Force user that's evil.
Yeah, you have white boy, whiny baby Kylo Ren.
Yeah, emo Kylo Ren.
Or Kyle Ron, as I like to call him.
I like to call him Kylo Loren.
Kylo Loren.
Like he's like this French guy. He's like, I am Kylo Loren.
I am Kylo
Loren. Star Wars Episode 9 is out of director. Great. The Jurassic World director and Lucasfilm have parted ways. Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow will no longer helm Star Wars Episode 9, Lucasfilm announced today. And this is their statement on him leaving. Lucasfilm and Colin Trevorrow have mutually chosen to part ways on Star Wars Episode 9. Colin has been a wonderful collaborator throughout the development process, but we have all come to the conclusion that our vision for the project differ. We wish Colin the best and will be sharing more information about the film soon. There's been no new director announced. A new writer, Jack Thorne, was also reportedly recently hired for the upcoming Star Wars film. Director Colin Trevorrow and his writing partner, Derek Connolly, had written the most recent draft of the script. Trevorrow previously directed Jurassic World and most recently The Book of Henry. Episode 9. Episode 6 came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Is a whiles away. Whiles away.
So I hate that they lost somebody, but because creative differences and all that, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna talk. This is my opinions, my thoughts.
I'm listening.
We have all these cinematic universes these days and all of that. We're dealing with people that have a stalwart vision for what Star Wars should be.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy is the one that's over this. She's the guardian of it, and this is how it's going to go. And we see all of these directors coming in. We've seen a lot of people leave these projects. Gareth Edwards almost left Rogue One, but he played nice and got it out there. And he's seen as a really good director and everything. But we keep seeing directors. We've seen people leave Marvel films. We've seen several people leave Star Wars. We've seen people leave the DC universe and everything, because you have these visionaries coming in thinking, oh, I get to direct this. I want it to look like this. I want the story to go this way. But then you're having them pigeonholed into, well, this is what the story is. The story's already laid out. We just need you to be on set to make people be in the right spots, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like they're taking away the creative part of it. And that's why we see so many people step away from these big movies, because they don't want to be a part of it. And I'm not necessarily like hating on that. You know, there's a point in time that you need to follow what's going on, but there's something there. Like, there's something wrong with that picture as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you brought Steven Spielberg in and said, okay, I want you to direct a Star Wars movie, but it has to be like this, I highly doubt Steven Spielberg would stay around.
He'd be like, bye, Felicia.
He'd be like, psh, I'm going to hang out with George.
A lot of these people are very creative. They would not be, you know, highly renowned directors if they were not. And I think that, yes, have an idea of what the storyline is, but have some wiggle room where you can change a little bit, because who knows, they might make a change that people fall in love with.
Mm-hmm. You know, like, you think about Phil Lord and Christopher Miller that was doing the Han Solo movie, and they were like trying to make it a 23 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street type deal. And that's not the way to go. I understand that 100% why they got rid of that and brought Ron Howard in. And I think Ron Howard is going to do an awesome job with it. But there has to be some type of creativity that is let happen, instead of, okay, well, I'm just going to tell them you need to deliver your lines this way, or you need to do this.
Yeah.
You're not standing in the right place. You know, J.J. Abrams took the franchise and did an amazing job, but now we're seeing these things start falling out of place. And I hope J.J. comes back for 9.
That would be the ideal thing.
I think that would be a great way, and just close it out after that. Star Wars Episode 9 is supposed to open in theaters May 24th. But of course, and that's 2019, but of course they're going to push that to the December dates, because they no longer open in May, because they're not going to compete with the Marvel movies, you know, that would be cannibalizing their own things. And The Last Jedi hits theaters December 15th, so can't wait for The Last Jedi.
I cannot freaking wait.
And like, haven't read it, but the apparently the synopsis has already hit.
Nope, I won't touch it.
I'm not touching it. Like, I'm not even watching trailers at this point.
Nope.
It's done. I'm just going to go and enjoy that movie. All right. Got next bit of news. Amazon and Apple are in the runnings for James Bond's film rights. The future of James Bond may be found with Apple or Amazon, as both entered the race to buy the property's rights. Sony had previously had a handle on Bond, but their deal expired with Spectre's release in 2015. That sentence was all over the place. They had previously bought the distribution rights for MGM and Eon and played a pivotal role in revitalizing the franchise with Daniel Craig in the lead. However, since Spectre 007 has been on the open market waiting to get picked up by another studio or brought back to Sony. Currently, there's Daniel Craig's supposed to come back for Bond 25. Mm-hmm. That's but he's going to be leaving after that one. But there's no director for it at the moment. So it's kind of up in the air. But there are having Apple, which is literally the most wealthy company in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And then
100%.
Amazon being one of the other ones wealthiest companies in the world, trying to get after this. And you can see it with Amazon having like their Prime. They're really kicking it up on that. Like their Prime movies, their Prime series and everything. Like, they are doing a fantastic job over there.
Like, I have my iPad, I have my iPhone, but at this point, I would prefer if Amazon got the Bond films, because I think with their streaming services that they have, I think Amazon would be the ideal person to be the key holder of the Bond series.
So THR is reporting that digital giants Apple and Amazon have emerged as potential landing spots, with both studios said to be in hot pursuit of Bond. While it was still believed that Warner Brothers is in the driver's seat to get the rights, both Apple and Amazon are reportedly not lowballing their bids and may even be willing to pay more than some major studios. Additionally, it is believed that Apple and Amazon's entries into the race could indicate that more than just film rights may be up for grabs, leading to the possibility of a Bond-related TV show. A Bond-related TV show if it's done right, if it's done like a Netflix original, like if it's done like Daredevil or something like that, and I think that's what Amazon would do, I think that would be really, really cool. Like have like mini adventures or something like that. I wouldn't even go mini adventures. I would do something that would be missions, and then that leads up to something big for the finale. And the finale would be like 2 hours.
Kind of like, I don't say they play it like right off of what they did with Sherlock, because you had like so many different things, but then it led up to the big battle with Moriarty. But kind of have it do something similar to that, like let there be a common link in all the missions that kind of lead up to a showcase with a huge villain.
I think that would be a good way, and that way you get to spend more time with Bond, other than like, oh, I'm hooking up with this pretty girl, and now I'm going to fight the bad guy. Pew, pew, pew. British and debonair, you know what I mean? Do something that's a little bit different, and like that's one reason why like Game of Thrones, Arrow, Flash, like you spend more time with these people by having a TV series happening.
Yes.
And I think that would be a very interesting way to do it. Apple and Amazon will now find themselves competing not only with Warner Brothers, but also Sony, 20th Century Fox, Universal, and Annapurna Pictures. I don't know who that is.
Fox get it.
Now, right now, the franchise, 007's franchise, is worth $2 billion. Okay? What they're predicting will happen is it will go as high as $5 billion.
Jesus.
I'm going to guess it comes out to 4.8.
Now, Star Wars went for $4 billion something, right? Or was it more? I can't remember.
I can't remember the top of my head.
I think it might have been more, but I can't remember. We'll see.
It was
$4 billion.
$4 billion, okay. So
quite expensive.
$4 billion. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
James Bond's been around for a while, okay? Not near as popular as Star Wars, but I think if the right people get a hold of this, it will do mega bucks. Like, everybody will watch a James Bond film.
Everybody loves spy movies.
Exactly, and he's the king of all spies. So, if done right, I think this will be a good thing for whoever gets it.
Yeah.
If Warner Brothers gets it, oh Lord. Sony, it would do okay. Like, I think Fox, it would be awful.
Blech.
I don't know how Apple is going to handle it, though, because they're not a production company.
Yeah.
They aren't, but they might be trying to jump onto that bandwagon to have something. Because, like, I know, like, they're making more and more, like, online services within the Apple store.
Yeah.
That I don't really know a whole lot about. So they might be trying to add another feature that, as, to compete with Netflix. Same with Amazon. They have all that streaming.
Yeah.
I think they have some, like, original Amazon shows, right?
Yeah, they have a bunch, actually.
Yeah. Never watched any of them. So, yeah, having, like, a brand name like James Bond to like look like, hey, look at this, and then go check out our other stuff. Isn't that cool? Yep, skip hooray.
Yeah, I think that would be. It would be interesting if Apple got it, because I know that they would put out something that's quality.
Yeah.
And I think Amazon is at the point now that they will put out something that's quality as well. I don't see Netflix getting into this, because Netflix is currently $20 billion in the hole.
Yeah,
they're staying away.
They're bleeding out, and Disney is leaving them. Like, that's official. That came out this week. That we know, we've talked about it several weeks, that they were, and then they're talking more, but now it is official. They are leaving. And it is
because they want to buy out Netflix.
Exactly. Me and Amy talked for a very long time last night about Disney Channel original movies. If that service had Disney Channel original movies on it,
oh my god, that'd be amazing.
It would
be
Smart House, Under Wraps, Brink,
the 13th year.
The 13th year. You have Can of Worms. That wasn't a good one.
Lizzie McGuire movie.
Lizzie McGuire movie. Yes, the Haunted Mansion.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I have Halloween Town.
Oh,
all of those.
Oh, all the Halloween Town movies.
Like,
so good.
You got
Luck of the Irish.
Yeah, Luck of the Irish, which is a good one. Up, and Away.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Megaplex.
Sky High.
Sky High, yeah. It was okay.
It was like Sky High, just...
High School Musical.
I guess we're all in this together.
So, if they put that on there,
if
they put that on there, that would be so freaking amazing.
Oh, I would. I'd be like, here, my wallet.
take it. I don't
Now,
need money for the rest of my life.
they are putting a ton of content. I don't have the article in front of me. I would tell you, but I was reading it, and it is an insane amount of content. And they're actually even going to have original content just for the streaming service.
That's beautiful.
So they are coming out swinging on that.
I think it's going to be the Netflix of 2018.
Yeah,
or whenever it comes out.
Some companies can do it. Some other companies will try to do it, and it will cannibalize what they're doing because they don't have enough shows as it is to hardly fill out their time on cable TV.
Just the classic Disney movies, like I'm talking about Snow White, Fox and the Hounds, would be worth.
Oh yeah, all the classics would be worth it.
But,
you got Pixar as well.
But yeah, but you're also adding in Star Wars, Marvels, the Disney TV channel.
Well,
and then there's the Disney XD, which has like all their cartoons.
Star Wars Rebels.
They're totally fine.
Gargoyles.
I mean, there's a ton of
possible.
They'd be taking Nightmare Before
Call
Christmas
me,
as well.
beat me if you want to reach me.
You know, they've got a ton of stuff. So back to James Bond. Who do you think is going to buy it? Like, who do you think is going to triumph out of everybody?
I do think it's going to be Amazon.
I don't know who's going to win, but I think that Amazon's going to try the hardest.
I think Apple's going to win. Apple's got the money.
Yeah,
So does Amazon.
I don't know who's going to get it, but I think Amazon's really going to push for it.
Apple has the most money out of any corporation, so like they will dig up Steve Jobs' body and like sell like
They'll take it in the wallet out of his pocket.
yeah,
There's
like
$1
sell out. They'll sell his like turtleneck collection.
Yeah,
These are the glasses that we just dug up.
And James Bond would be a really good starting point for them to, like, if they want to start their own streaming service, which I'm sure that they have talked about because they want people to. Because it's like, if you have Netflix, then you have no reason to go on Apple or go on iTunes and buy the movies. Like, I can just watch it for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's whatever. So
yeah,
trying to get people back into buying stuff.
Yeah, I think that would be a great way for them to do it. So I think Apple's going to win out, but it'll be interesting regardless whoever
gets it.
Minus
a few people.
If some people get it, it will be very, very bad.
Well, it'll be interesting. Just like it's like a car crash, like it's terrible, but you can't look away, kind of thing.
Yeah, I need to watch Spectre. I still haven't watched Spectre. That's one that I want to watch.
Any of the
Do you
want to
hear
a
very guilty confession?
You've not watched any of the new James Bond movies?
I have not watched any of the Daniel Craig's Bond
You're missing
movies.
out.
I went and saw.
Y'all are missing out.
I went to the theaters with Brett during the second one, and the youth that the church that I went to, the youth group, we had went camping the entire
Quantum
week.
of Solace sucked, by the way. Just saying.
That's the one that I saw.
Yeah, that one sucked.
But I had been camping for 3 days with Jake, Luke.
Well, I'm just saying,
so no
you
sleep.
didn't miss out on anything.
all I
All
I remember was seeing the name Quantum of Solace and remembered nothing because I was.
Casino Royale was amazing. That opening scene, so
I
good.
heard Skyfall was pretty good, right?
Skyfall was amazing as well.
Adele song.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that was amazing.
No, like the villain was great. M was awesome in the movie. Daniel Craig was great in the movie. Have not watched Spectre yet.
M is what's her face, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The boss.
I can't remember.
The old lady that's always been old.
Yeah, I've just been.
Pull up a picture of the old lady that's always old. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Like you said, the old lady that's always old. You're like, oh yeah, that woman. So yeah.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite James Bond? While she's pulling the old lady that's always old.
It was the 80s, 90s Bond, the guy with the black hair. Not Sean.
That's good for the listeners. The audio listeners. Everybody's like, oh my God, what is that? I'm going to just let you hear. Pierce Brosnan.
I was like, why? Yes.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Mine, I love Sean Connery. Sean
was a
Connery.
good one.
Roger Moore was awesome. Daniel Craig's been great as well.
It's Judi Dench, by the way.
Judi
I always
Dench.
forget her name.
The lady who's always old.
Like, cause she was in the 2004, I think it was, Pride and Prejudice movie with Keira Knightley.
Yeah, she was old
looks
there.
the exact same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible, like, that she hasn't aged since then. Like,
Well, she was born old. She was like Benjamin Button. Like she just.
But once she got old, it just stayed
she
there.
just stayed there the whole
like,
time.
Benjamin Button, like, he's old. Like, he didn't get old. He was old. So,
Yeah.
Just.
I've never seen her young. Like, pull up a young picture of
Yeah,
Judi
really.
Dench.
I
Oh.
feel like I've seen one picture of it.
One. There's only one.
There's only one in existence.
Once you see it, like, you can't be unseen.
You can't unsee.
Also, I guess, I don't know if this is like spoilers or not for the last movie, but I saw on the, what's it, Spectre? Or I guess spoilers from Skyfall.
Shh, don't say it.
Okay, never mind. It was just a casting thing. It was just who plays a specific character, and he was in Harry Potter.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
That Ray Fiennes plays M in the Spectre.
Yeah. She dies.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But I remember that being like a whole thing after that movie came out. People were like, "Oh God, this," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Does she look old?
No, not really.
I'm
trying to find a good picture.
She still looks old.
That was her at 13.
Like, look at that one you just had your mouse on. She looks old there. Not that one with two over.
This one?
Yeah, she looks old there. She's probably 20, but she's in her 40s already. We're hating on Judi Dench. She's a lovely lady, I'm sure.
Incredible. She's an incredible actress. She looks young in this picture. Look at that.
Yeah, that was before the old, like, that was back in, like, the 20s. That was back in the 20s.
I don't know when this was.
Our hair, probably the 60s. Probably the 60s.
Yeah, I'm going to guess.
All right, let's get this train back on the track,
Go back on the track. Everybody that's listening, for you, the listeners of the Nerd Cave podcast, Loot Crate is offering you the opportunity to save 10% on any new subscription at lootcrate.com. All you have to do is enter promo code Bridge10 at checkout. Now, Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box. And it's like having Comic-Con just like show up in your house like, hey guys, you like comics? And it's like, what is going on here? But it's awesome. All you get is all this geek and gamer gear from gadgets, art, and other epic stuff, collectibles and all of that. All you have to do is $20 each month. But
and the first one you get
for
10%
this month,
off.
Yeah, you get 10% off. That's pretty good. Pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, all right. Now, all you have to do is before the 19th at 9 p.m., you have to sign up. And if you missed that, well, Jack, it's done. It's over. And that month has passed you by. Just like that lovely, beautiful person that you was like fawning over at the cafe that one night. And you're just like, wow, that would be an awesome person to talk to. And then you just lose that person.
Exactly like that. Exactly.
Just like that.
The one that got away.
The one that got away. You don't want Loot Crate to be the one that got away that month that you wanted that cool stuff.
And this month is robotics.
You get all that good stuff. You got Blade Runner 2049.
Star Wars.
And you got Aliens.
Yep.
Got all that good stuff. So definitely go check that out. So by supporting Loot Crate, you're supporting our channel here. So all you have to do is sign up at trylootcrate.com/nerdcave and enter Bridge10 at checkout to get 10% on any new subscription. So guys, go check that out. Go get you some loot in that crate. Next topic of discussion.
Something we've all been excited about.
Yeah.
And been playing a lot of.
So I'm going to give the news and then we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give the news, and we're going to talk about it. Curse of Osiris has been confirmed as the Destiny 2's first expansion. Earlier, a listing for Destiny 2's first expansion went up on Microsoft Store. The expansion is called Curse of Osiris and centers on the warlock Ikora. Destiny 2's expansion 1, Curse of Osiris, continues your Guardian's journey with all new story missions and adventures set in a new destination, Mercury. Journey through time and space to learn the secrets of Osiris, avert a dark future, and rebuild the ties between legendary warlock and his greatest students, Ikora Rey. So, that sounds pretty awesome to me.
I like it. I liked the Trials of Osiris in the game because it was a 3v3, and once you die, you die. You do not get to come back. And, you know, you got to go to the lighthouse and you were able to get super awesome gear. But I'm very excited about the expansion that's going to be coming. Because, you know, like I said, we've all three been playing and I think this is going to be... I was going to say this is going to be way better. It's already way better and we've only been probably a couple hours into it.
I beat it.
Yeah, Allie. Allie has
Unless
no
you're
life.
Allie.
Allie has no life, apparently.
That's true. I have no... Well, also once they
she has no
Governor
life.
Scott canceled classes for a couple of days, I had a lot more time on my hands.
Sure wish Panera could have canceled work for a couple of days.
You know, when you when you want to spend time with your significant other, you have to give up things. So
I appreciate you doing that for me.
So you want me to get single right now? That would be a lot of work. After a lot of work's already been this.
Like you're there, you guys are done. You're whatever.
Yeah.
But I get to stay single, and it's great.
Yeah. Well, that's not my advice. Find somebody that you love.
Yes.
I mean,
grow old together.
And Destiny 2 is not one that you can marry, okay?
Not with that attitude.
So, let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Destiny 2 came out this past week.
Yes.
We've put in some time. I probably played 4 hours, maybe, max.
I'm about 5.
I'm level 7 right now. Just played my first multiplayer match. Got an exotic just to drop.
See, and that's what I don't get, because I've played about 15. And
well, were you killing it like me though?
Oh yeah, I mean I've been top most of the time that I've been playing.
You were top.
I was on top all time.
Okay.
And I'm getting these uncommons. I'm like, oh, I just went from 73 lot to 77. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And then I get there, and Zach's like, oh yeah, I'm playing. He held his own, but there was other people got more kills than him, and homeboy gets an exotic drop. I'm like, what's this garbage?
Was it gear or weapon?
It was gear.
Well, it was gear or weapon. It was an Ingram.
I see.
So I'm going to roll something. Hopefully it's a weapon. Because I already got an exotic.
I hope it glitches and it gives you a common.
That'd be amazing.
Man, that's
honestly,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
From the exotic Ingrams I've been getting, I think I've been getting more gear drops than I have been weapon drops.
Yeah. I'm going to get Gillhorn, whatever it is.
Gallahorn.
Whatever it is. Gillhorn.
They are bringing back old weapons from the first one, right?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Okay, so...
I love Thorn.
Thorn was good. I've been using the pistol a lot.
I'm
just saying that. I've been using the pistol a lot.
The hand cannons.
Hand cannons and everything. Yeah, I've been using a lot more.
They've got a ton of stopping power. So, who wants to go first?
Allie, you beat it. You go first.
Woo. Okay.
Don't give story plots.
No. I'm not going to go into the story aspect. The only thing I will say is that there actually is a story in this game.
Yeah.
And I love the cinematics they put in. There's they're clearly pre-rendered. They made them and then put them in the game, because then there's the cutscenes with your character, and you can tell they're slightly different in terms of the quality.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, obviously, because each character is different. But I enjoy it immensely. It's so great. I will say, literally 2 seconds into the game, from you press yes, I want to play Destiny now. It's whenever the ghost is talking at the beginning, and that's not a spoiler, because it's I knew you, and you're okay, it's Ghost, and then after a second his voice gets all computerized and he's I'm the Ghost, and I'm yeah, who saw that coming? Literally he's humanity thrived until it didn't, and I was oh, come on. That's how you chose to write that? It was...
Yeah.
It was...
Just, I felt Nathan Drake was talking to me because it's Nolan North.
Oh,
and I'm is Nathan Drake in this game? Nolan North is, phoning it in. He's not bad the rest of the game, but it was
It's just the writing.
Yeah, it was bad writing on that part.
And, it's literally, you're... you go into the game hearing that, you're just please tell me the rest of the game isn't going to be, on par with this. And it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Did you import your character?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did too.
I did it as well.
Wait, no, I didn't.
You had a PlayStation character originally. But
that's who it was. Yeah, okay.
Did you import it?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Okay.
It still sucked.
I thought it was pretty cool, though, to see, who you beat this thing with, this thing with.
Date, and it's you get to go back, you're oh, I do remember doing that. Oh, I've been through so much.
Yeah.
Well, I only played a couple of days on the PlayStation account, so my guy was not very good. If it would have been my Xbox Guardian, I would have been way better.
But you picked the system that you had more people playing on, so. And that's usually how it goes. It's you pick the system has more people playing on. What else? I'll let you finish.
No, I just you definitely feel a lot more of an emotional attachment to all the different characters. One thing that's I kind of love it, but the only way I can describe it is because obviously you guys have gotten at least a little bit into the game. Like that first part when
I think that was just a shade at us a little bit.
No, I'm saying like just like for like story mode purposes.
Yeah.
This is like very beginning. Like you go and it's like whenever you're like running through the tower, and like it's the first time like you see Cade and he's at the doorway but you can't walk past him. He's standing there. Literally at that entire time of like the entire time you're in the tower interacting with Cade, Ikora, and Zavala. The best way to describe it, and once I say it, you'll know what I mean. It feels exactly like this. Is those rides like Disney World or Universal, where it's like they have the screen and it looks like, for example, the Harry Potter rides. It looks like Harry, Ron, and Hermione are right there talking to you.
Yeah.
And like you're stuck there, and you're like, oh my god, they're right there, and I'm talking to them. That's so cool. That's literally what that entire thing felt like. Mm-hmm. But it was fine. I was just like, I feel like I'm on one of those rides right now.
Like, one thing that I'll comment on is, like, the main guardians that you constantly had to go up to in the first game and, like, get your better gear or whatever.
Those three.
Yeah, those three. Like, they finally have personalities other than, just the little quips or whatever that they would say. And you actually get to learn more about them. And that is so nice.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, without going too much in story, you get to see... Especially with Ikora and Zavala, you get to see like a more like emotional side of them because terrible stuff is happening. So it's like how do we see these people when this thing is taken away from them?
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see that, and then also like again, not getting spoilers, like you get to see them interact more throughout the game. Their personalities were actually there.
Mm-hmm. See, Cade is always going to be he uplifts people, but in like a joking way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like when you see Cade in the first part of that game, he's like, "I got a date for two. It's going to be quick," but then he gets butt kicked, obviously, because he didn't obviously kill anybody. He just kind of rescued. Well, I don't know what happened to him because I haven't seen.
I know what happened.
I know, but I'm liking the game. It's. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Stunning. I love the way, because I've done more competitive matches and online matches than I have actually story. I going in there low level, you have to be really good in order to
give them exotics.
No, I mean just to get kills. I mean,
yeah.
I like you gotta have the good equipment.
Exotic drops.
But I've enjoyed competitive a lot, and the story that I've done, I've enjoyed it because I know me and you got to play for a brief moment.
Calling on the phone.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, and one thing that really bothers me, and like it's one of those like if you look it up, everyone's like, why is it like this? Is the fact that the Guardian doesn't talk. Your Guardian does not talk at all, even though they still have voice actors listed for them.
Yeah, 'cause I think they originally had somebody like they had those people recorded lines and everything, but to focus on the Guardians or what the other ones, Zavala or whatever.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna fix that in the DLC. I think they're gonna give the Guardian talking lines because people. I mean, like, if you look just like Guardian voice or whatever, people are just like, why isn't my Guardian talking? Please let my Guardian talk. I miss my Guardian talking.
Yeah, it was nice in the first game, but
like you didn't say a whole lot, but it was still like. They talked, and so it's like they actually had, something there.
Yeah. The ghost does all the talking for you, but I will say this, I would sacrifice my Guardian talking to get a good story.
Oh, no, I completely agree.
Definitely.
I completely agree.
Now, can we take a second? I could, in the first game, I didn't give two...
Rudy Poos.
...about the villains.
No.
But Destiny 2, just the freaking beginning of the story game. I'm like, I'm already way more invested in him than I ever was about Crota, ever about those other guys. I can't even remember their names.
Because you never learned anything about them. Whereas this character, they actually delve into why he's doing what he's doing. Where did he come from? Why is he here? What brought him here? How is he going to accomplish this? They actually go into depth about that. You're just like, I care.
The first 30 minutes of the game, like getting through, like Dominus coming in and pretty much taking over everything, had more story than the whole first game with all the expansions put together. And the first time you see Dominus and I can't remember his right-hand man talking, like that had so much emotion in it. Like, and it's not like like any kind of like touchy-feely, but it's like
it wasn't just like people reading lines off a paper.
Yeah, and
it was people actually acting.
You could see it in like the delivery, like just like the little subtle movements of the face or whatever, and it was so good. Mm-hmm. And Dominus, like, yeah, he's this evil guy that wants the light and everything, but like we're getting more and more about the Legion. Like the Cabal was always this interesting like group of enemies, but they were not too hard to kill in the first game, and it was like, why are these guys so feared? And then you get this game where the Red Legion comes in and like just takes everything down, steals all the light from the Guardians and everything, and we're actually getting the speaker talking a little bit more than just like, oh hey guys,
what's up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because like they can't, like they go back to, cause like they like throughout the game they check in with Dominus and the speaker and all that stuff, and like there are times you're just like, oh my gosh, like some of the stuff that the speaker says, like it just, you're like, whoa, that was a really cool line. And so like it, again, can't spoil it, you guys gotta play the story.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Actually no, I'm just, because I made another character so I could just play through the story again. But yes, like it just, they did such a good job with the story in this one, and especially introducing Hawthorne.
Yes,
I love Hawthorne.
I like that character.
Also, I love her voice actress. She's amazing.
Who is it?
I cannot remember her name. I feel terrible about that. But
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Jekyll. No, she does the non-accent female Inquisitor voice. There's like the higher pitched British one. She does the other one. Like if you listen to it, you can hear it.
Destiny, Bungie, just gotta do one thing for you.
Not yet. Because I've got something to complain about.
Oh, I have so many things to complain about that game.
Shaders. What the crap is going on with the shaders? Why are there microtransactions on something like this? Yes, people are going to be like, oh, it's just cosmetic. Holy crap, okay? Yes, we bought shaders in the first game. They dropped normally in the game, but they colored your entire thing and they weren't single use.
Yeah.
These are only one piece of part of your armor, and they're one-time uses. And you have to microtransact.
Do they still drop in the game?
They occasionally drop.
They're very rare. You usually get them from like earning reputation with people.
Yeah. It is bull crap. And for us to have to buy silver and do this,
you don't
that's
have
ridiculous.
To buy silver to do it. I've gotten I have a ton of shaders.
I'm just saying, for you to be able to like, oh, like I know when I played Destiny 1, I'm like, I don't want to be blue today, I want to be purple. So I throw my purple shader on. Mm-hmm. Or I want to be gold today, or I want to look like the Master Chief today, or whatever. Like I'd be able to change that up at any time. But now it's like, well, I've got to stock up on these purples, I've got to stock up on these. Well, I'm out of that, so I'm going to be left looking like a renegade rogue hobo thing. Like my character looks so lame right now because I don't have any shaders and I'm not going to buy any. And if they made it where the shaders were multiple use, I could understand it. Yeah. I would support that. But for them
they're consumable.
They're consumables, and that is ridiculous. And for them to make people pay for that is also ridiculous. There's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. The way they did in the first game is the right way to do it. And if it would have started out this way, it'd be a different story. But they're taking away something they already had in the game and changing it for the worse because they're big freaking greedy. Activision, I don't know if it's Bungie. I'm going to blame Activision because it's the publisher, and I always blame the publisher over the developer.
Actually, some guy came out and was talking about it. I think it was the developer. I think it is Bungie.
Well, then, Bungie, get off your butt and fix it.
My thing, whenever I first saw it, I was like you, I was very livid, but I came around and I was like, yeah, it's not terrible. I'm willing to outweigh the pros and cons for it. I like the fact that you can individually choose what thing you want, because say like, oh, you want blue this, but what if you want some orange of that?
Yeah,
like,
but it shouldn't be.
No, I agree. I don't like the consumable thing, because I found one shader, I'm like, oh my god, I love this, and I think I ran out of them, so I have to get more of those. But what
I want to be neon green and blue.
I'm straight up blue because my character is blue and she's blue.
Are you awoken?
Yeah, I
am. I'm awoken.
Awoken's the best race.
I'm woke. What's up?
We woke. I would high five, but I'm over here.
Yeah, we keep her in the corner
where I belong.
Jeez, I didn't say that. Allie said that.
No, it's because it's really computers. So, but something that I think that they could do to maybe help appease people because of the consumable thing is have something. They have it in World of Warcraft where it's like they have like a market that, you know, players can put up their stuff and you can buy it. If people were allowed to like trade shaders.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the greatest solution, but it's like, I have this, I'm not going to use it, someone else might want it, give it to them. So
I doubt they ever open any kind of
God, no, they never will. They never will. I can tell you right now.
We heard rumors of it in the first one.
Yeah, that never came true. They've got to fix it. That's all I got to say. There's so much outcry. You go over to Reddit, oh my God, it is a madhouse over there.
They might change it later, or maybe, but I mean, like, the developer already came out and was defending why he thought it was a good choice, so I don't see them changing it anytime soon. Even though there's, like, a huge, like, outcry about it.
Well, here's my suggestion. Talk with your wallet. If you're in favor of it, go spend your money on it.
Yeah.
If you're not in favor of it, like I am not in favor of it, don't spend your money on it. Nope. Don't let them get your money. Yeah. Boycott it. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are on board with that as well. Speak with your wallet. If you want these kind of things in there, then go ahead. You know, that you see game developers and publishers doing this crap all the time, and Shadow of War is going to be the worst one of it. And it's not just going to be cosmetic in that game. It's going to be actual gameplay stuff. So talk with your wallet. Don't let people push you around. And
yeah, all in all, go get Destiny 2. It's a great game. They significantly improved upon the first one.
Like, it's definitely worth the play, worth the purchase.
Yeah, or you could gameplay it.
Or you can gameplay it. But I mean, there is going to be something. There's never going to be a game that you're 100%. This is the best game in the world.
No, yeah, it's definitely. That's fair. That's fair.
Just saying.
They're a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. Also, it's Zelda. Their games are not always, but they're usually really good and groundbreaking.
Ocarina of Time, baby.
Mass Effect 1.
Dragon Age Inquisition, specifically.
I'm just saying. You know what's interesting? Bethesda has an unannounced game due to release this year.
And what unannounced game might that be?
Well, we'll get into it. Bethesda will release one more unannounced game before the end of 2017. Speaking with Tech Syndicate, Bethesda VP of Marketing Pete Hines explained, "We have a ton of stuff going on, and we even have a game coming this year that we haven't even told anyone about yet. They can wait. It won't be long."
Ooh.
Bethesda's slate until the end of 2017 is already pretty stuff. Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, The Evil Within 2, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, Quake Champions, Skyrim on Switch, Doom VFR, and Fallout 4 VR all coming before the new year is rung in. Now, it is likely that it isn't a triple A freemium game spotted in June, or two projects that are bigger than anything Bethesda has made before. Oh, and it definitely isn't in the development of Elder Scrolls 6, if Todd Howard's words are true. Todd Howard
comes out on stage.
What do you think it could be?
I don't even have an idea of what it could be. What do you? Do you have any speculation?
I'm talking
about
Here's my thought. It's not going to be a console game. It's going to be another mobile game like Fallout Shelter. That is going to be this.
You think that's what it is?
I think it's going to be something along that. It might be something that works with New Colossus, or that is something like that, Building Back America, or something along those lines. Because that's the bigger title this year. That's going to appeal to a more mass audience. Evil Within 2 is going to appeal to a certain audience. Yeah. And then you have Switch getting Skyrim. That's another re-release of that game. And then you have the VR versions that's going to a specific thing. So I think they're going to double down on having some kind of mobile experience that ties in or adds to the New Colossus. So that's my idea on it. It will be a mobile game, in my opinion.
I apologize. I was trying to look something up, so I was only half listening to it. So they're coming out with a new game.
Another game that's not been announced.
Another game that's not been announced, and they haven't specified. Obviously, you're guessing mobile. They haven't specified what platform it's going to be on.
No, they haven't said it's going to be AAA or if it's going to be mobile or what. But it's not going to be Skyrim, so don't get your hopes up. They've already confirmed that they're not working on the Game of Thrones game that we talked about a few weeks ago. That Target said that they were.
Well, it's Target. They just wanted to cause some hubbub.
Yeah. My feeling is that it's going to be on the mobile.
Could be trained like one of those little card games, kind of like with the but I mean they've already came out with.
They've got the Elder Scrolls card game. They might put that on. I don't know if that one's mobile or not. I think that's might be. It is.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday, man.
Sunday,
it did go mobile.
Okay, so I think it's going to be something along with New Colossus. That's my opinion.
I don't know if it'll be a mobile or not, but I could see it maybe being something related to Fallout. But then again, they did just release Fallout 4 not that long ago.
Yeah, and they're doing VR for Fallout.
That's right,
so
I forgot about that.
I don't think it's going to be in their major catalog.
No, I forgot about that stuff. So no.
Yeah, because they've pretty much got all of their stuff that they release is coming out.
Yeah,
something is coming out.
Maybe they're gonna start like a whole new title.
Maybe
to be like a main.
We don't know, but apparently there's a ton of crap going on over at Bethesda. Like they're putting out a ton of stuff.
They are.
There's always a lot going on over there.
Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 are heading to the Switch in November. Revelations sub-series of Resident Evil hasn't been highly revered as the core series, but it has its moments. Capcom seems to be confident in the series as it continues to remaster and release the games across multiple platforms. Earlier this year, we saw the release of the original Revelations on modern consoles. Switch owners will now be able to get in on the underrated fun of the series, as both Revelations 1 and 2 will be headed to the console on November 28th, which means you'll be able to move and play the game at the same time, which matches the groundbreaking step the series took of letting you shoot while moving. To read our original reviews, you can go over there and check that out on their thing. So
now, I think this is a good thing. I love the Resident Evil games. And that's obviously giving you more to play on the Switch.
And Capcom, like they saw how well. Oh wow, what was that game? Oh. Jeez, there was one of their games that they put out on the Switch, and it sold Boo-Koodles. I can't remember. Oh my god, that's annoying. But getting a Resident Evil on the Switch is a big deal because Resident Evil 7 not coming on the Switch. Okay, I'm sorry, but Resident Evil 7 is one of those games that is just so powerful that it's going to take something that's more stronger than the Switch.
Yeah. Sure. Is it one of the Street Fighter games?
Yes. Which one was it?
Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challenge.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Challengers.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one.
And that series, Resident Evil, is a beloved franchise. There's diehard fans out there. So, I say good job.
We played...
Where are the keys?
Yeah, where are the keys? We couldn't find those freaking keys.
I think it was the second one.
Yeah, something like that. We played one of them. Me, on the other hand, don't like it as much as Resident Evil 7 because Resident Evil 7 is good. And speaking of Resident Evil 7, there's a gold edition that has been announced and DLC release dates as well. Resident Evil 7 long-awaited DLC will be released for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on December 12th, just in time for Christmas. Capcom has announced in conjunction with the game Gold Edition. Capcom also confirmed the delayed Not a Hero DLC, which has players assume the role as BSAA soldier Chris Redfield, will be available to download for free on December 12th as well, regardless of which copy of Resident Evil 7 players own. The End of Zoe add-on will focus on the one of the Baker daughters, Zoe. The story takes place after the events of the main game. Players will explore the new swamp-filled areas and will be battling against new enemies. Along with being included in the Gold Edition, The End of Zoe will also be available as an update for Season Pass owners as a separate download for $14.99. The special edition of the horror title will come packed with a full game and all of the add-on content, which includes the banned footage DLC add-ons and the new End of Zoe campaign. Pricing is yet to be revealed. Resident Evil 7 is on one of the top games for my year.
Still haven't played it.
Like it is in the running right now for Game of the Year for me.
Yeah.
When we get into December, when we start talking all of that, it's still in the running.
I have one game. 2 games.
Destiny 2 and what?
Well, I'm saying 2 games that are coming out that I want to test before I say they're my game of the year.
No, I'm not saying it's my game of the year. It's running.
Running, yeah.
And running for it because it was such a great experience Great storytelling. Like, the horror was awesome.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm a fraidy cat. So,
Maybe
and doing that all
bit.
on live stream, like, was very interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're finally getting some more DLC. And the end of Zoe will be very interesting because you had to make a decision in the game between two characters, and it was either Zoe or your wife. So, I guess where most people picked.
yeah, I think most people picked.
Yeah. So, in which, picking, and if you pick Zoe, you really didn't get any perks for it. So, you ended up pretty much at the same place.
Yeah, like, if anything, like, you, like, lose stuff for picking Zoe because, like, your ending sucks.
Yeah.
More than the first ending.
Yeah. So, I'm excited getting this new DLC, and if you haven't got Resident Evil 7, then getting the gold edition might be the way for you to go. That way you get all of it together. I have the season pass, and the band footage has been awesome.
Yeah.
I need to play more of it. I haven't got into it too much, but it's very, very good.
I'm excited they're doing DLC for it, but I want them to stop doing DLC and work on the next Resident Evil 8 game.
I'm sure they already have
I'm sure they're working on it like in the depths of the basement.
Yeah, like they've already like broke off like a small team to work on these DLC.
Oh yeah,
stuff, and they've already got the main team probably working on the new stuff.
I'm really excited for what they're gonna do with because I think it's like every. Well, especially now, it's like every 3 years they kind of like. It's different. Like the first 3 games were one thing, and the next 3 games were a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So now this is a totally different thing. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do.
Because 4, 5, and 6
were crap.
Except for
4. Except for 4.
Say 4. I like
Except for 4.
Yeah, I heard like 4 was good, and then 5 and 6 were just.
But they introduced the new way of shooting and everything like that. That was interesting, and obviously 7 is a new iteration of its own.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited.
I'm ready for more of it. Can't wait for the next one. And a lot of people can't wait for this game. And this is the Marvel's Avenger Project. Will be an online third-person action adventure. Crystal Dynamics' upcoming Avengers game will feature social, shared online play, and will, at least in combat sections, resemble a third-person cover-based action-adventure game. Back in January, Marvel announced that it was entering into a multi-year, multi-game partnership with Square Enix, the first product of which was announced as an upcoming Avengers game. Very few details were announced at the time. The game has remained quietly in development ever since, but now it seems that we might have our first idea of the direction the game is headed. Thanks over to NeoGAF user Neuralock. We have had a couple of job postings from Square Enix subsidiary Crystal Dynamics for upcoming game, which currently is referred to the Avengers project. One of the postings asked for applicants to be for a lead level designer position focusing on level development. The posting specifically refers to fun and unique online experiences and also asks for an understanding of social implications of shared gameplay as well as referencing various game modes and campaigns. The other posting is looking for an experienced combat designer who will work with the rest of the team to plan, prototype, and build combat systems that directly apply to a third-person cover-based action-adventure game. Now, that all being said, we probably will see something that is third-person, looks sort of like I'm just throwing some stuff out.
All
here.
speculation.
All speculation. Like, I don't have any connection to any of these people. It's going to be third person like Gears, but it probably will run more like, I wouldn't say necessarily Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It'll be something like that where it's more third person than top down. But we'll have, if it's cover based, I don't think it will be like cover based doesn't make any sense for a superhero game. So it might be like Shield doing something, like if it's cover based. If it's not cover based, if it's just third person combat, then it'll be kind of like the Wolverine game, which was third person, which was an amazing game. So I think that would be really cool to have. I'm curious to see what Avengers grace the screen on there. But it does, like, having the ability, I don't know if it would be like you make a character that's your own and I make a character of our own and we're getting trained to be an Avenger, and it would be sort of like Destiny in its own way. I'm just throwing out games at this point to kind of make something stick. but you're creating your own character and you're becoming an Avenger. I think that would be the more interesting than, oh, you're playing as Iron Man or whatever. Like, yes, that would be fun, but that game has been done. Like, there's, you've got the free kind of like DC...
The DC Universe game, but it's with Marvel.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but that, we've already got something like that. It's kind of like the extension of Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
But...
Sorry.
Thanks, Allie.
What happened? What happened?
She clicked on
I thought I was clicked over here so I could type something, but I wasn't.
So, I think it would be very interesting. Looking at these two postings, we can start to get an idea of some sort of game that's in development. It certainly seems that the game will be online, perhaps ending in an MMO, particularly considering the emphasis in the job description of shared gameplay and variety modes and campaigns. We would be seeing a variation of Destiny's Fireteam style setup, but with superheroes rather than Guardians. And then, like, how is this going to work with the overall, like, narrative that is being built?
Marvel Heroes, yeah.
Marvel Heroes Omega.
Beans.
So, I think it'll be cool. Interested to see more. We're just getting, like, tidbits. This is coming from job postings.
Yeah, and this is what I want to see is what... what style are they taking this? That is the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope it's not something that we've seen a ton of. I want it to be something new. But then again, where we are in the gaming universe, cinematic universe, something new is very hard to do.
Yeah, I'm going to make a call right here. There'll be transactions and loot boxes.
I'm going to hold on to fact check myself on something really quick.
Loot boxes.
Like, they already do that with a lot of games.
Oh, I know. It's freaking ridiculous. I hate them.
I mean,
so much.
It's not bad
like,
when you get out of loot crate.
If you're...
I kicked the bucket.
Don't kick the bucket. Don't kick the bucket, man. You'll die. But, like, with Overwatch, it's fine because you're getting those pretty much just for your performance. And they're only...
Oh, I was talking about, like, sometimes Loot Crate, the box that's mailed to you will give you something that you can give.
No. I'm talking about, like, actual, like,
loot
boxes. Yeah, there you go. Those
Not
things.
to get confused with the Loot Crate.
Yeah, there's Loot Crate and then
Bridge
box.
10% off.
So, here's what I'm going to say. It's Final Fantasy 15 reskin with Marvel. That's my guess for the game. Like, dialogue completely the same, just different skins.
Just fishing.
Yeah.
One game that won't be reskinning itself, but other people are trying to be it, is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
PUBG.
PUBG has sold over 10 million units so far. PlayerUnknown's Battleground continues to hit impressive numbers with word that the Battle Royale style game has sold more than 10 million units since its Steam Early Access release in March. And not only are people buying the game, but an awful lot of people are actually playing it. A few weeks ago, PUBG topped Steam's current list of games ranked by player count. A total of nearly 878,000 players put at the top of its current list, above games including Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Go.
Dota 2?
It took Dota 2 down. It's like, yeah, winner, chicken dinner.
But
winner, chicken dinner.
Some people don't know the significance of that, but Dota 2 is a huge game. Tons of people play it.
Yeah.
I love Dota 2. I play it not as often as I used to, but it's a beautiful game.
Now, that number has climbed even higher. While its new high is more than 970,000, doesn't edge its past that the all-time concurrent player count and honor that was set by Dota 2 at 1,291,328 in March 2016. It is inching closer. Bluehole held a PUBG invitational at Gamescom this past summer, and the publisher says 92 players from 19 countries across the globe competed in the game. Peak Twitch viewership reached 536,000 on the first day, and in Panda TV, which is a Chinese competitor to Twitch, saw 5.6 million viewers at the peak. Holy crap. There are people that love this game. I haven't played it. I've been wanting to play it. I've been wanting to play it bad. I want people to come in. Like, I want people to play with me. I want us to get in PUBG. Let's get together. Let's get a group. Let's not, close the doors. While you if you don't know that, you close the doors. That's all I've learned so far. You go ravage things and you close the doors and you try not to get killed by the wall.
Yep.
Because I know my friend Luke has been really big into this game.
Luke Cage?
Luke Sasser.
PUBG?
Yeah.
He plays PUBG?
He wants he
wants to play PUBG.
He wants, because I know me, him, Jake, Willis, Jake, Marshall all play Xbox together a lot.
Yeah.
And he's
and it's coming. It's coming to Xbox.
Yeah.
And it is only going to sell more when it comes to Xbox. It was
100%.
Maybe 2 weeks ago we said it sold 9 million copies, and a few before that 8 million. Like, it is continually getting bought, and Xbox gets it. I think that is going to be an awesome thing for Xbox. It will sell consoles because people want to play it on a different system. People like the being on a console. Hopefully they don't do crossplay, because console players are going to get hammered and get destroyed by the PC players.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's PC.
They've been playing longer.
Yeah, Now, last story of the week is the most exciting story of the week, in my opinion. When I saw this, I beat Derek Daniel to the punch. You know what, boy? I beat you to the punch.
I'm really excited about this.
Now, I have to give a shout out to Derek Daniel since I mentioned him. Derek compiles all the list of articles that we read on the podcast. So thank you, Derek. I really appreciate that, man. Keep doing a good job.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Mm-hmm. Now, LA Noire, my favorite game from Rockstar. Red Dead Redemption's up there, but it's one of my favorite. It's coming to modern consoles, Switch and Vive. I love that it's like modern consoles, then the Switch. Among Rockstar's many interesting projects is LA Noire, a detective adventure game which at times its release in 2011 seemed to usher in a new era of facial tech. In 2017, the game's still a looker and will be headed to Vive, Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One come November 14th. So not very far away, everyone. All three of these versions come with their own tweaks. The Vive version, subtitled The VR Case Files, rebuilds all 7 of the game's cases specifically for virtual reality. Whether this means you play the game from first or third person is unclear at the moment. The Switch version of the game adds optional gestured-based controls mapped to the Joy-Cons, touchscreen controls, and wide over-the-shoulder camera angles. I don't know what that necessarily means.
Sounds cool.
But there you go. Not to be left out, though, the old PS4 and the Xbox One versions will include new cinematic camera angles along with the usual higher resolution textures and other graphical facelifts.
You know what I'm excited about this game? Why when they're re-releasing it?
You never played it?
I never played the first one.
And you missed out, man. You missed out. It is.
I've always heard.
Superb.
To be like, you should play it on a live stream. But I'm also like, no, don't play it on a live stream because there's some stuff you have to edit out of that game.
Yeah, like when you get to the homicide part.
Yes.
Like
the first part's totally fine.
Yeah, you couldn't do homicide. You could, but it's very bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
You'd have to have like a warning and be like, hey guys, there's some stuff that's gonna get shown.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've heard you, Derek, Willis, and
it was a game that Derek actually played.
Yeah. It's a game that Derek Diamond will get out of the case. Tear that plastic off. It's a good game.
I'm very excited for it. Now I have to make the very hard decision. Do I get it for PS4 or do I get it for my Switch?
Part of me is tempted to get it for the Switch just because there aren't that many games out for it.
There are a lot of games out for Switch.
But there's not
Misconception.
There's not a lot of games I want to play on.
Exactly, yeah. That's one reason I might get it on the Switch, but the graphics, that might be the determining factor because I'm not traveling a lot right now, not traveling and like staying somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I just get it for my PlayStation?
Do I stay or do I go?
Yeah, I want to get it for the PlayStation because of the graphics. Because like it said, like it's graphically it still holds up pretty well after all these years. But part of me like I'd want to get it for the PlayStation for having even better graphics than that. But then at the same time, it's like all these games are coming out for the Switch, but not a lot of people are supporting it. It's like you don't want the Switch. I mean, the Switch isn't going to go under anytime soon.
Yeah, but you want to support it so they keep bringing more and more games.
Exactly.
I understand 100%. And This was exciting. I probably will get the Switch version just so I have it when I go on the road. I've got LA Noire. I got something to hold me tight.
LA Noire. Yeah, that was actually one of the games that like really got me into like more like console gaming. I did a lot of like PC gaming, especially as a kid growing up. Yeah, a lot of games, specifically the Harry Potter games. And yeah, so it was, which sounds great. Assassin's Creed Revelations and LA Noire were like the two that really got me into it. So yeah, LA Noire holds a special place in my heart. Oh, it's just so good. I love solving the Black Dahlia cases, the ones that you cannot show on live stream at all.
Oh my god, that was the storytelling in LA Noire was so phenomenal.
Oh, it was incredible.
So phenomenal, except the ending.
Here's the thing. Does it have multiple endings? Because my friend said this isn't. I don't know. Okay, my friend said that one thing happened to his character, but then something totally else happened to me.
I don't know if it has multiple endings. I haven't looked it up.
Okay.
So
I'll
all I know
without
is
spoilers, I'm gonna ask you afterwards. I'll ask you what happened to you.
So, guys, there and gals and everything. There.
Everything this week.
There is the news for you this week. Now we're in our rotating fourth segment,
which we talked about.
We talked about it.
We're calling an audible.
We're gonna not compromise. We're going to make it easier for everybody because I'm gonna be honest. I picked this one because I already read it.
I know you did.
The last two I picked because I've already read it. So
and that makes it easier than the person who hasn't read the book.
Yeah.
And
if you got a long commute, you're good to go.
Yeah. If you have multiple 5-10 minute commutes, you're going to get to chapter 10 and you're not going to be ready for the episode today.
Yeah.
Like me.
So the book we're talking about is The Trials of Apollo. And, of course, guys, we read.
Yes.
This section. So what we're going to do, here's our audible plan. We saw the safety cover in our guide, but guess what? Our tied in is open. And if you don't know anything about football, then that's okay too. Go watch our live stream of
the long
shot.
Which the next live stream will be better because we're going to be into more of the action side of things.
Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to break it up. 2 halves. Yeah. The first half of the book, second half of the book. And will give us 2 months to get through the whole entire thing. I think that's a little bit more acceptable just because our books are usually 20 plus chapters. There's a lot to get through. On all of these. So we're currently on The Trials of Apollo Book 1 by Rick Riordan. So, Robbie, tell me what we're going up to chapter 10, I'm assuming. All right. I'm at like 15 right now. Tell me what you're thinking. What are you liking about old Trials of Apollo?
I'm really liking the development between Apollo and Meg.
Yeah.
Like a Meg coming from the girl who just throws rotten fruit at the guys in the alleyway.
Breaks the guy's nose.
And you know, you're like, when she first said, "Oh yeah, I'm one of those," I'm like, "You're not a demigod. You're totally not a demigod." But turns out she is, and she's a very powerful demigod at that. Mm-hmm. Just seeing how Apollo is having to kind of just fight to just be
to survive.
Because you know he's losing his memory, like he can't remember a lot of things, and Jason and Percy know exactly what he's going.
Oh yeah.
But you know he's still this super cocky guy, but then he keeps getting knocked down left and right.
Well, he's not even a demigod in this book. He's a human, Lester Papadopoulos. You know, and he's just this scrawny kid that doesn't have any powers, and that's what he's facing. You know, he's in this world.
He can't even shoot a bow.
Yeah.
He's the god of archery.
But he can play a guitar.
He still can do that.
Mm-hmm. Make people weep.
And that's what I'm liking to see. And obviously, you know, he was in trouble because one of his children was a douchebag in one of the previous books. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Zeus is punishing him. And I think you see, as the book goes on, I believe we're going to see Apollo go from this arrogant prick to someone who's more accepting and everything like that.
That's one thing that I really love about the game. The book is that, you know, he comes down and it's like you start right at the moment he becomes a human. And he is thinking the way he's always thought. You know, he's very arrogant. He's very self-serving. And you see and even up till chapter 10, you start seeing him care a little bit about other people, and that's not his thing. And this isn't spoiling anything. Like and where I'm at right now, he was talking about how, he would hardly ever remember any of his kids' names. And like he's like, one time I went to go see my son Louis the 14th and found out that he'd been decapitated 75 years before. So like he's not known for that. But not only is Apollo now a human, there's a huge threat that is going on because all the oracles have been messed with. Like Rachel, there's something going on there.
Yeah, and
Delphi is gone.
And I think he has to go back into that cave, and he's going to have to fight. But I do think that somehow he rallies the remaining people in the camp to go help him. Like, this is speculation because I haven't finished the book. Yeah. But, I'm kind of excited to see what he is able to do. And I think it's going to get to the point where all hope is lost. They're about to lose. And then Zeus gives him some of his abilities back. Mm.
So I'm enjoying the book, getting to read back over it. I really like it. Rick Riordan's always doing a phenomenal job. If you haven't started the book yet, go ahead and pick it up, guys. We do have an Audible trial that you can try and everything if you want to get it for free. If you want that information how to do that, let us know in the comments below, and let us know what you think about the book so far. If you've already read it, go ahead and let us know what your thoughts are. I'm always curious to see what everybody thinks about it. And then next month when we get back to We Read, we will finish up talking about it, and it will be spoiler filled. We'll get to the nitty gritty, as they say, and then we'll pick the next book and we'll cover the next half of that and then the final of that. Next week though is Animation Superstation Weeaboo Watch, and we're talking about One Punch Man. Have you started it yet?
I got through the first episode of it. I know I'm super behind, but this is actually, I had high hopes for the show, and it's hitting those.
It's real good. It only gets better.
Yeah,
I'm 6 episodes in.
It's so good.
I'm loving it.
It's so good.
I'm very excited to finish
It's like
it
McDonald's. And
McDonald's.
Literally, he's wearing McDonald's coloring.
It's true. I can't, because it's been a while since I've I watched it back when it first came out. I can't remember when it comes in, but have you met the
Cyborg?
Cyborg? No, right. Oh yeah, I know about him. No, I think his name, it's like Sonic something. Like he wears like dark purple and black, and he has like silver bits on him.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. That's a good scene.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet, but loving that show. We'll talk more about it next week on Animation Superstation Weeaboo Watch. Again, next month we will be finishing up Trials of Apollo Book 1 right here on We Read.
We Read.
So, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let us know what you thought down in the comments below. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go subscribe to us right here on the Nerd Cave Networks channel.
And share it.
Yes, share it. Be like, hey, you know what I love? I love this. Be like,
share it,
it's not like a Snickers bar. Like, it's not going to go away. It's not, we're not taking food out of your mouth. Share it. Let everybody know. And if you're over on the old iTunes and you're only getting this beautiful docile tones in your ear, go over there and rate us. Give us 5 stars. Let everybody know what you think. Helps us in the rankings.
It does. More people get to hear us that way.
Mm-hmm. And guys, if you want to get all of this early, all you have to do is go over to patreon.com/nerdcave. Go support us at $1 or more. You get to see us record this live. Do everything live.
We do it live every week for our patrons.
Patrons. Has a spit on your forehead.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll wipe it off. I'll wipe it off here in a minute. But they get to watch the the very nitty gritty side of things with us recording.
Yeah, they get the beginning half of it where we're just BSing before we start the show, and then we jump right into it and all of that. So you get that as well. You get the Let's Plays early, a day early, along with some other things early. And if you support us on any of the tiers higher than that, you get all the perks. You can get the audio podcast early, 4 days early. You can get the video podcast completely edited with all the nice lower thirds and everything chopped up nice and pretty.
And we also have some tiers that might be coming in the near future that are exciting. We're not going to go into it right now. But I just want you to be excited. It could be for anything.
Just get excited, everybody. Get excited. But if you don't have any money to toss it, that's okay as well. You can go over to the channel that you're watching right now, youtube.com/nerdcavenetwork, and watch each section day by day until it goes up on all podcast services and YouTube on Friday. So there you go, guys.
Yeah, that's it.
Good episode.
I agree.
I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
You enjoyed it, Alan?
Yeah.
Now to go play some more Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to go home and play more Destiny immediately. Hopping on that PS4.
Going to have to edit this. So there, you know.
I got to go. I'm going to hang out with Holly, then go play Destiny.
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
Same. If you guys want people to play with later, I'll probably...
Oh, yeah, we got a clan. Tell them about the clan, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nerd Cave has a clan on... Well, it could be for both PlayStation and Xbox, but we three currently play on PlayStation, but if you are wanting to head up the Xbox side of things, you get in touch with me. But just as Nerd Cave, I've been sharing it to our group. I'll share it to the actual page as well. So join up. This will give us a chance to have people to do the Nightfall and the raids and all that stuff together, because you cannot do those by yourself, right, Ellie?
Nope. No, you cannot.
She learned the hard way. So yeah, be sure to join the Nerd Cave clan. I know me and Connor's in it right now, and I know Zach and Allie will be joining it as soon as we get off, because I'm going to force them to.
Life finds a way, right?
Life always finds a way.
So there you go, guys. Join it. Hope you enjoyed episode 223 of the Nerd Cave podcast. Keep being classy. This has been Zach.
And Robert.
Have a week. If you enjoyed that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want gaming content, you can go over to Nerd Cave Gaming right there. If you want to support us, you can check out Patreon right there. If you want more videos, check them out right here. Go ahead, pick one of them. I wonder which one you're going to do. If you're going to be cool, you'd pick any of them. All 4 of them. You'd be awesome.